Good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. Today, we're going to be trading the RV strategy with AMD, and we're going to be doing 1,500 shares. It's going to be a little slower. Now, we picked AMD for the people that really want to trade a higher share with the potential of making big money on high share, but it can't get out of control because AMD is not going to move like a lot of the other stocks. As you've seen, it's fairly slow and consolidated. So it would be tough to make my nut today, even with 1,500, but I'm going to try. Make sure you read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. This is an entertainment channel with video demonstrations showing different strategies that maybe you could learn to use, but you really should not try to emulate anything here without talking to a professional and someone that you trust, and then make sure you trade in a simulator and get green before you try any of this stuff. Some of it's advanced, some of it isn't really that advanced. So we cover three. So hopefully you've read this. We cover three different types of strategies here right now, and we're going to be adding some open strategy, the RV strategy, and the escalator strategy, all original strategies developed on this channel that many people have been trading quite successfully over the following year. So today we're going to be doing the RV strategy. We'll be starting exactly a half hour after the market opens, which is in about 7.5 minutes. Let me explain to you a little bit about what that is. Everybody else who wants to fast forward 7.5 minutes, there we go. We'll be trading. So it's a range-bound strategy. So it's very common. Range-bound is one of the oldest strategies there are for trading. You're looking for a stock to move within a range. So you identify that range. How do you do that? The RV strategy is very specific. Basically, it goes to the close of the previous day. On a day chart, you look at the close. Under my picture, it shows it at 146.18 the previous day. And then you go to the ATR, mathematical formula figured out. That's the average true range of the stock over a 14-day period. So watch that number right there. When I go over that day, yesterday it's $4.91. You divide that in half. You subtract half of it from the close to get the ATR low, and you add half of it from the close of the previous day to get the ATR high. That's our beginning range. So we expect the stock to stay in that range very safely, allowing us to take trades long and short within that range. But we want some more help. So we figure out pivot points where that stock most likely will turn around, or ceilings and floors. So we figured out ways with back testing, and we're not the only ones, figured out where has a stock turned around previously, and then we mark those out. Now, one way you can do it is with the Fibonacci levels. There's lots of videos about all this stuff, guys. So I have a 5-minute, 10-day back chart. I go from left to right when I mark the Fibonacci's high to low, and it's going to create their mathematical formula lines in here. And there's a bunch of them, at least 2 of them within the ATR range. So those will probably be respected. There's no guarantee. So that's going to help us decide where the stock's going to turn around. That's one way we do it. Then we do an additional Fibonacci on a 5-minute chart. I have these all set up down here. On a 2-day back to get more lines. So there's another 2, that's the pink ones, inside the high and the low. So we have 4 Fibonacci lines creating channels, ceilings and floors, ceiling and floor, within the original ATR channel that we made. Additionally, what we do is we go to the 4-hour chart and we'll look for pivot points. So this chart goes back 20 days, but it didn't need to go back that far because we get out of the action as we drop. See, here's the ATR. So once you drop out of the action, there's no point. You want to mark a little bit of it. I don't expect AMD to do too much out of the action. It's not like some of those other stocks. So every place there's a body or a wick or accumulation of them across on an average, then we mark that. There's not too many places. That's where the stock has pivoted and turned around. So that's where the price action has stopped and turned around. That's where there's people still waiting to buy and sell at those prices. So when the price gets back up there, there's going to be some either stopping again, or it's going to be a slowdown and pop kind of a thing. So you definitely want to mark them out. There's no guarantee, of course, but it happened before, and that's what patterns are all about, guys. That's what technical analysis is all about. So this is not rocket science. Somebody already did it. Stock traders are lemmings. Most likely it'll happen again. But the way we treat it with respect until you don't. The second it breaks it, then forget it. It's no use anymore. But you want to act like it's going to be helpful to you. So that's how we create all these lines in here. I also marked the pre-market high and the pre-market low of the overnight session. So we have that also as possible areas. So now we're going to trade on a 1 minute chart here. We have about, I have a bunch of traders with me today. So I have about 4 minutes to go. So this is a 1 minute chart. This is the scalping indicator. This is the other thing we go by. So the green lines are the buyers, the red lines are the sellers, the blue is the volume. This is showing the percentage and the strength of those moves. So it helps you decide when to go in and go out. This type of trading is called scalping. So it's a fast moving trading. And we're trying to go long when the candle goes up and short when the candle goes up. Buy when it goes up, sell when it goes down. Look for supports. Look at how this, I also marked open session pivots. I forgot to tell you guys. On the 5 minute chart, what I did is I went, you can see this is the previous day back right here. I marked a whole bunch of pivot points on the previous day back. So my channels were too wide. So when the channels are too wide and people were, concerned about when you're doing channel trading, you set your trading plan based on the size of the channels. So you want to be able to hold the move through the channel, and see if those lines are going to be respected. This is a 5 minute chart over here. So I basically created more lines today, which is not typically what you see me do. It depends on how people want to trade in the group and how much risk they want to take. So everybody wanted the chance of going in at the perfect type setup with a large share size and then getting out quickly, $200, $100, $200, $500, and whew, they've got a cushion. Kind of a thing. So we basically have 2.5 minute guys to get in. So I see it just broke this open session pivot down here. So this seemed to be pretty well respected today. And now it's heading up to a 4 hour and the pre-market high. So now if you were trading the open strategy, you would always wait for it to break the pre-market high before you get in, or low. So we can look at this like it's the open strategy too and keep an eye on that, even though we're past the open. Typically, the RV strategy starts 30 minutes after the New York Stock Exchange opens in the U.S., and that's when stocks tend to consolidate. So an RV stock, $25 billion market cap, $1 billion float, and an ATR of 4, 5, 6, 7 is the ideal average true range. We're looking for a stock that's going sideways, opposite of what a lot of traders look for. We want it to consolidate and go sideways. So guys, we got about a minute, and I'm seeing it's only broken through this 4 hour one time. The fact that it even got up here is interesting. So now it broke it. Let's see if it's going to go through this pre-market high, which would be very interesting to see, or if it's going to fade off that. So it broke it briefly, but consider this to be a big resistance because it was the pre-market high. So obviously at the open, you see these, and this would have gotten some people at the open strategy here. This would have tagged a few people here. It would have been painful. So the open strategy doesn't always work. I'm not sure this met the criteria in the Trading Journal logbook of the open strategy. So guys, I'm looking to go short. It's fading off this. I'm looking to go short here. Let's see. We've got about 25 seconds. Well, it's also stopping at the 147 even dollar amount. So maybe not. Maybe not. Look at the buyers. I'm wrong. So it looks like we're going to go long here. So, we got a fib there. Okay. All right. So broke the pre-market. I wasn't even noticing this. All right. So that is not good to go long. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to go short off the fib and hope that logic makes sense, that it rejects off the fib at least for a second. So, yeah, I went short off the fib, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stay short for long. So, now it could pivot right off that pre-market high. Nope. Okay, so it could pivot off this 4 hour. Now, look at what it did just here. So it did make almost a tweezer move. A bear tweezer move, which means it's calling it to go down. But, I don't know. It's hitting that 4 hour like it wants to stay there. Now, this is the 9 moving average down here. Wow, so it definitely moved down with the tweezer move there. That's what it's supposed to do. But you look at that 5 white soldiers going up there, and that's I don't know about that. I'm going to reverse right there prior to it hitting. If it breaks through that, I'm going to reverse right back, that open session pivot. So, yeah, I was just looking down here at the strength, and I know we had a pullback there, but so now that could bounce right back down off that fib again, so keep an eye on that. I'm looking to reverse off that fib. We're going to do some channel trading here, guys. Let's see if this is our channel right here, or maybe between this open session and the fib. And if it breaks through that fib, then we have to reassess. But we got a good start. So it's 147.15 is the fib. 147 even seems to be holding at the even dollar amount. So it might not make it back up there again. See what happened? It didn't get up there. It's hovering around the pre-market high, which is 146.96. So it's got to break through 147 pretty strong to keep going long, and I don't see that happening right now. So let's see if we can get up to that fib at least. I'm going to reverse at the fib if it gets up there, guys. I'm going to reverse very, very, very near that fib one more time and bank what I have here. It's not. This is the third time it's fading off of it. So, I'm watching the level 2, and that's why I'm calling it. The candles might not call it, but the level 2 faded off of it 3 times off the 147, 5 times now. It's just hovering at 147. This is not inspiring for an upward move, I have to tell you. So, now, some people that don't know patterns might say that we're in a, wow. I'm going to reverse right there. So I banked it. Let me get a look at some of these other. I don't want to get mixed up in, this is a 15-minute. It's showing us red. Sometimes you can lose perspective on the 1 minute. This is a 5-minute. This is a 15-minute. Level 2, active trader. It just seems to be channeling right in here, so we're going to get some baby scalps. Now, this is the thing that we talked about earlier, guys. The AMD is going to be short scalps, so if you don't react quickly, you're going to miss them. You don't have a big spread, so you don't have to worry about reversing. So you just have to be able to react quickly to catch these short scalps. Now, we did get a gradual move up, but inside here was probably some scalps that, you can't see on the candlesticks. Let me just get this. Let me get this scalpers indicator. Now, this is available for free on episode 93. People, if you're watching and don't understand what this is a very vital part of scalping that we created on this channel, DTS, Day Trading for Success, and are giving away for free. So I'm looking to bounce off this fib again, or 147 even. Actually, no, because that's long up there. I'm not looking to do that. I should have grabbed it down there is what I should have done. I got distracted by telling you guys what to do here. I'm not knowing what I'm doing myself. Thought I was going the other way. I'm going to grab that there to bounce off and go back up to 147. So now I'm going the right way to go back up to 147. What did I get it at? 146.89 long. So here's the pre-market high. It's not even making the whole channel here. It's kind of in between. So it's that's not good. If it breaks through that 4-hour, then we could be on the wrong end of this channel. Those of you that are now, everybody takes their own trades here. I used to have a profession where it's called quarterbacking, where I call the ball. So I am showing you what that's like, but I am not responsible for anybody's trades. They all do their own trades. You have to be licensed to do that. I am not licensed to do that. I can give my opinion. and call out what I'm doing. Okay, so we're looking at 140. Wow. So that broke through 147 pretty strong there. So just, I should have grabbed that. Is that going to do that again? Wow. It's going to break off that fib. I'm going to take that off the fib there and see if it goes back down. I'm going to grab it again. The only reason I went back long again, and it did not fade fast, so that scared me. So I took a short scalp. There wasn't very much slippage. I think I got like $80 on that scalp the other way too, and like 300 on this. So now let's see. So it is definitely through that fib. You got a 4-hour up here at 33 cents, 47.33, and then this open session pivot, you might as well call it 147.50, could be the real spot that it's going to turn back around. So, or it don't turn, obviously it might not turn around, but we're always looking to capture the turnarounds as they go up or as they go down. So you're looking to capture those. See what just happened there? So what if this starts stepping up still? You could have captured some money right here. And that's what scalping's all about, is trying to capture the money. I kind of missed it, so I don't want to jump on it now. 47.25. I've got it at 147.14, so that is also a fib, and this is a 10-day fib, which should be a bit more respected. So these two fibs are not easy to break through and then break back down through. So the way I like to look at it, if you've been trading with me, is these are the candlesticks are living entities, and literally every time you break through a ceiling or break through a floor, you're being tethered, being pulled down like a rubber band to go the opposite direction you went, because no stock just goes straight up. Nothing goes straight up, right? They're always going up and down, up and down, up and down. So if you can figure out a way to capture the ups and downs, that you're going to be a good trader. You're going to be profitable. You can't always catch the upward or downward trend perfectly. So learning to get these little things in the middle is what scalping's all about. You get a good platform, good computers, good speed, and then you slowly learn, and you learn the patterns like I've been telling you. Read the books, watch the videos, and Day Trading Volume 1. And you'll probably hear me mention it every video, because they created that book on this style of trading when they were seeing me show it here. So that book has all the details I can't cover on every video. It seems like it's going to fade off this 4-hour. So now we're kind of making a flat top. So could it be a flat top breakout, or will it be a flat top rejection? So this is the third time. So it made it all the way up there that time. I'm going to play a rejection there. And of course it didn't reject. No, don't do that. Oh, come on. Okay, I might have to take a lesser loss here. Yeah, it did break out, and it didn't reject, and it's continuing, and it's getting painful. So I have a $500 max loss on this slow stock, and I'm about to hit it. Ouch. Okay, well, I took a chance there, so I'm looking for a lesser loss here. Is this going to drop back off of that open session pivot? Yeah, I just called this wrong. It's getting worse. You're going to pull back or not? I don't want to see this go up any. Oh, I'm going to reverse there, guys. I blew that one. Now it's dying off. I'm going to reverse again. I lost money on that one too. Okay, I got to concentrate a little bit here. I reversed long again, reversed short again. Ugh. I thought I was going to pull back again. I used to be 2,000 and something. So this can happen scalping. Nice. So I'm hoping it's going to fade off this 4-hour now. 147.90 or 148 even. 148 even, I would probably get out. I don't know how much money that will be. I have at 147.73. Ouch, I didn't even, I missed that. I should have grabbed that 100 and something bucks there. I missed it. I'll grab that. I was hoping it would pop back up. It's not doing it. I'm going to keep that 2,000 on short. So this is advanced type trading, guys. Now, some people would just call it gambling, especially if you see how poorly it's going for me right here. But I feel like this might be the top of its move, and it's about to fade off and give us some move going down, some moves going down. But I'm not sure. This is hard. Oh my God, 300. So I've got 147.69. You guys are doing pretty. There's a couple of you past me here. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Okay, so we're going to fade off that 4 hour again, which will be the third time. That's what we're going to do, right? We're going to create a bearish tweezer there and pull down. Come on. Let's get me green. There's a little bit of green. I need a little bit more than that. I should have just got out there, huh? Now I reverse, so you see this. If I just bought and sold a couple of times here, I probably would not be in this position as bad as this is right here. So this is get quiet when I'm not doing as good. I'm going to try to pull out of this slump. It's a harder one today. I know when these slow moving stocks like this, I always I get that they're safe too, but I trade better with the faster moving here. I'm going to take that in reverse. I broke 2,000 again. So I'm just not even looking at the money for a second. Let me just take a breath here and see. So yeah. This is a flat top breakout. This one could be. This is a channel writing here. See how it just, man, did it respect that open session pivot. It respected it here too. And I remember when it was trying to break out here, it kind of hit it for a second. So this is a fairly well-respected line. So just take a breath. You can see the scalpers indicator. We're really strong on that one. But overall, the volume went down with the sellers. And you see the volume went down. So now it could signal that we're turning. Oh, man. I just looked at this. Wow. Ugh. I squeeze my mouse tighter when I'm not doing as well. Oh well, you guys get to see they're not all $5,000 days. They're not all perfect runs. Oh, I hit my 500. I just saw that for a split second. I was like, what is my max loss? Oh, it was right where I was. Well, it turned around right when I hit it. So you do want to make a trading plan, and you do want to try to stick to it. I'm glad it didn't get shaken out there because it is turning around now. It's pivoting off that 4 hour and that strong Fibonacci 78% fib. So that was a pretty big move. The volume went up on that. That was a little scary, but it's going the other way now. Now, this is a tweezer move down here, too. So tweezer moves are where two bodies are basically in alignment, and then the body on the right, making sort of like a tweezer, and the body on the right signifies the direction the stock should go. At least half, again, as long as that. So when this closes, I should expect, if this closes green, okay, so I should expect this to go up close to this 4 hour, like 147.88, somewhere in there. It should be the length of this added to the top of that. Now, if you get the pattern playbook, the candlestick pattern playbook, it talks about all these, and it gives you the percentages of the accuracy of these. So learning how accurate, and I think the tweezer move's one of the higher ones in the 70-80 percentile that you can count on them. So I always like to see them. Like this did what it said, but then it didn't, right? So this one's a bad because it should have gone down here, and it kind of did. Almost made it, then it turned around, because it make that a green candle makes it look like it didn't go down, but it went all the way there. Anyway, I do have to watch this for a second. Yep, I could have got a little scalp there. I didn't get it. But yeah, also for the second day in a row don't have anything. Charlie's on vacation, so she's not here to help. So I always feel a little discombobulated without a person with chat. Okay, I am going to reverse off that 4 hour and hope I'm not calling every single reverse wrong. God. You try to scalp these things out and people are going, you're going against the move. It's like, yeah, I know, I do it all the time. That's a strategy. That's a type of strategy, is to try to capture the top of the move. And it definitely doesn't work all the time. So. And I want it to come back down. I mean, it is channeling here. So I'd like to see it come back down here in the 50s, 4750 or 4760 at least. And then I'm going to reverse again rather than continuing downward if it does get down there. I do get a little bit of slippage on the spread, but it hasn't been too bad. Yeah, I'll take that 67. What did I get? I got it at 67. Awesome. Oh boy, this is a tough one, man. Now, this isn't quite a tweezer move because there seems to be a lot of tweezers lately. That's why I'm calling them out. But, and I'm not sure if this is a shadow wick here or this is part of a hammer. It just didn't really go right, and this didn't quite make a ladder bottom. There's a bunch of different patterns these could have been. See, that's just the sensitivity of my platform that I have set. And I do have a video that shows how to do that, how to get these really super sensitive. Part of the problem with that is you get really fast action, but I'm not going to reverse it like I did right off the bat here. I'm going to give this a little bit more time and see what happens here. What are you guys doing? I got to try to catch up to some of these guys that are murdering me up here. Should have taken that up there. I'm going to take it now. I am going to reverse now. Yeah, 147.74 short. It's just killing me with these little tiny moves in here. And the spread can cost you $50 to $100. So you've got to, it's just not giving me enough of a trade to deal with the spread. And then, okay, so there's good. Keep going. Keep going down a little bit before I flip out of here. Get down to the 50s maybe, huh? My position's not good. 50 cent. I'm going to take that. What did I get? That's a little. I broke 3K. God, that seemed like a hard 3K. I mean, it is 3K. I should be thankful, right? But it was just... So now I'm long at 147.16. I see a 4,500 up here, which is fantastic. That I think I got eaten alive on some of these little scalps here, just not calling them the right way. So congratulations up there. Another 4,000. Good for you. The rest of them seem to be in my area. So there's one that's 1,000, 1,500. You guys make me feel great. Okay, let's write it up to the past, up to this 4 hour, at least. I'm trying to hold the moves a little longer here for these scalps. Gonna break that 4 hour. Seems like every time I jump right out at that 4 hour, it goes another 15 cents up or 20 cents up. So we're looking for it to break it. Nice, nice, nice. Go back there. Go back where you were a second ago. Break 147. I mean 148. Break 148 up there. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Really push it up there. Almost. Keeps getting it. Keeps strong. It's another flat top here. Looking for a flat top breakout here. So this is just a flat top here when it just keeps hitting the same. What a well-respected 4 hour here. I mean, I was telling you earlier about these. There's a lot of people at that price point. Oh, man, I missed that move there. I could have got it out and in again on a long. Okay, it's trying to get through it again. Not going to get as greedy this time. You know the second I jump out, I'm going to take it. I got to take it. It's just too much. It's going to break through now, right? That's what it's going to do. Now that I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, it's staying up higher now. Oh, come on. It broke it. This is what happened to me a minute ago. Yeah, I think 3,000 is going to be lucky for me today the way this is going. I'm going to try to wrangle that out of the day. Might have to come back for the power hour here. Yeah, I've been reversing the whole time, which of course is risky for this type of a moving stock. Man, it really is. It is going to just stay up there, isn't it? Thought it was going to pull back. Nice. I'm going to grab a lesser loss there, guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm back long again. It was over 300 at one point. I think I got a loss of like 100 and something there. I'm going to reverse again. Trying to get some baby. Get that. Come on, get up there. There you go. I'll take that. That got me to 3,500. So yeah, this is a bit of rolling the dice, and I don't like to teach this, but I am watching the action. I'm also watching the buyers slowly go down with volume. So it feels like this isn't going to stay up here. This is the channel that it liked to trade in. So I feel like we're kind of out of its element, that the air's thin up here. And, you know, man, sorry, I got to take that. So I'm going to take it right back again. Short 3,800. I'm just grabbing some baby scalps here, guys. See if I can scalp my way past before the time's up here. I usually only trade for about 30 minutes, so I'm going to try to scalp to 4K today, so that'll be close. I really don't think I have the time to do the power hour this afternoon, but I can call a meeting short if I don't make my goal, although I've been doing pretty good for the week, so I try not to have trading take over my entire life. It's hard sometimes because I do like it and I'm good at it, but it's not the only thing in the world, obviously. So certain kind of way you are when you trade, you know, a certain kind of area you get into that nobody else can really penetrate unless they're in your world. So it's not, I'm going to take that. Come on. You know you want to get me over 4. You know you do. Don't drop out of that channel. You liked it up there. There was more oxygen. We shipped some oxygen up there for you. Get on up there. Now, as most traders know that if you beg and talk to your monitor, that the stock will go your way. Oh, no. Look at this. It's actually it's going to shake me out. The trade. Oh, wow. Really? Wow, it did. It actually did. It shook me out of that trade, reversing right back. I got hurt twice. Wow. Well, I followed the plan, guys, and that hurt. That really hurt. I'm making a joke, and I'm getting hurt. I was so close to 4K. Oh, man. And I reversed right back again. But I had to follow the rules, right? If I just would have hung on to it, I would have been okay. But, you know, you don't know. It could have just kept going down. Then I would have made the money on the reverse. And then, I don't know. I can't explain it. And as you can see from my sarcastic joke, begging doesn't work. But can't let it get you down. Your overall accuracy, you're doing good. Look at your overall month, year, you know, day, week, month, year. When you get depressed about how you're trading, it's one of the reasons I don't like to trade this unless AMD is on an escalator strategy or it's the open strategy. I will like to trade AMD sometimes, but because the ATR level is so low, typically I don't like to do it. So might stay in a little longer for you guys. I know you're hoping that. I'm going to reverse right there. I got back up to a tiny 3,600 when I was so close to reverse. I'm going to take a lesser loss there. Turn around before it catches me for $400, $500 again. I didn't even see how much I was losing. I was just looking at the level 2 and the scalpers indicator going, okay, you're going the wrong way yet again. It's hard for me to teach something specifically here except be on your toes and be ready to move, and I'm not doing it very well. So not every day can be like I look like the genius trader. You get up there to 148.26, that 4 hour up there. You hit your high again. Is that it? Oh, I'll get it right there. That was close, so I grabbed it. And of course, it's going to go further now. Okay, so I'm at 148.24 short. And this is we're going to see what happens here, because if it breaks that, then we got to flip around. Yeah, just see how strong. If that pivot, maybe I go to the 42 cents at the most, and then I'll turn around. But it could fade off here strong, so let's watch this close. 15 says go long. 5 minute says pretty much go long. Look at the way this is stair-stepping up on the 5 minute, huh? I'm trying to catch these reds, and I'm just not doing the best job doing it. But here we go. Here we go. There's my 4K. I'm going to buy out right there, guys. I'm out. Stop it at 4K. So it did fade off that 4 hour up there. It broke it and then broke back through. And then if you read the book about this, and I try to talk about it a lot, once it breaks through a ceiling, if it breaks back down through the floor, which is what happened here, you want to trade it the other way. So it didn't close above the ceiling, which is a different message in the book. Oh my God, it could have made 5K probably, huh? Look at it go. Oh my God. Wow. Isn't it always the way, right? Some of you, yeah, so some of you are definitely over. Here's a 6,000 up there. Way to go. Okay, so you guys are doing good. But I really like to trade just 30 minutes, so that's it. So if you like what you saw today, guys, remember to subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember to get your free Scalpers Indicator. This thing's amazing. There are, on episode 83, there's 10 other indicators. And then I am promoting different books, Trading in the Zone, Day Trading Volume 1, and right here on my desk, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, which is like genius. And I've been they've been working with me on some of the other, a companion book for that, and some of the strategy books that are coming out. There's a little bit of news about the $1 Million Margin Club. If you're still here, they're been bought out, the actual LLC, to be just a book producer or whatever. So if you've been emailing me, the email has changed here. So if you look on the channel, it's the professors at Day Trading for Success. It's professors Day Trading for Success at gmail.com. It's no longer MMC Visions. That's the corporation that's owned by the $1 Million Margin Club. So they've split off. Love them to death. All the same people. There's no nothing going on there. That was just like something that was going to not just work with this channel, but other channels and worldwide, selling books worldwide about trading. So they kind of got a lot of people interested in the way it kicked off. A lot of it kicked off by using some of my trading techniques here, and then it took off from there with other traders, a lot of other traders getting involved in finding strategies for day traders to make a living. So I'm glad I was a part of it, and still will be consulting with the books, obviously, and I will be promoting other books here as well, as not just the $1 Million Margin Club books. So that's a change, as you know, and then they're going to be offering all these free deals for my subscribers to get free books, which is one of the things I was really pressing when it was split off, is how do we stay connected. And they're going to be, one of the things they're going to be doing is, if you've bought some of those books, make sure you review them, because you're going to have a chance, if you've reviewed, to get free books. So they're going to make an email list to see if you would like to review the book prior to its release. So that's wicked cool. So we'll stay tuned for that. That's going to be happening, and there's more people working over there, putting out more, content over there about books. So that's kind of a change if you're still here. So that doesn't mean that they won't be trading and, you know, things like that. It's just it's just a split off from an sort of an entertainment channel is not as serious as like the books putting out, you know, solid, serious strategies worldwide as opposed to entertaining and showing you videos about different ways to trade. So there's definitely a different message there that has to be, I understand why they would want to, you know, clarify that, the new owners. So anyway, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. There's no like bad blood there because I'm still consulting and all that stuff. It's nothing like that. It's just a business thing. So if you're still here to hear that, that's the scoop on that. I'll be giving you more information. Be careful out there, stay green, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Thanks, guys.